Hello, hi everyone. Oh, I'd really love to find a catchphrase for my opening. If any of you have any ideas, send them to me. Send them me ideas. I'd love to have a great opening. But today I'd like to talk about the difference between connection and attachment. We tend to think that if we're greatly attached to something, that means love. That if we miss something, we must love it tremendously. If we can't live without it, we must love greatly. What if it's actually a detriment? I'm sure you've all heard about the energy cord cutting that is done, which can be very profound and very beneficial because we do tend to create these almost umbilical cord type connections with people, places, things, and they need to be cut because it ends up being this not, it doesn't feel good. It weighs you down. You're literally tied to people and places and things, and it's heavy. It's not light. That is a good key, that if it feels heavy, it's not right for you. If it feels light, that's the key. So the difference between attachment and connection. Connection is on a heart-based level. You feel it. It's a tingle. It's a connection, the same as our connection to the earth and the heavens. And that flow. There's a beautiful flow and a give and take. And when you're attached to someone you love on a heart-based level, there's a flow of that beautiful, warm love. If, however, you're attached by these cords, and attached versus connected, it's heavy. There's agendas. There's strings attached. So there's a big difference. And I know some of you are going to tell me it's just semantics. It's just a different word for the same thing. It isn't. If you feel it, it's different. Being attached to something or being connected are. If you're attached to something, it's hard to give it up. You need it. You have to have it. I personally don't want anything in my life that I have to have. There are things that I love. There's things I enjoy. There's things that I want in my life. But yet if they go away, I could still be me. I could still be awesome. That's the key. How do you be awesome? With the attachments. How do those, the connections. The connections fulfill you. So the cord cutting can be done simply and easily. As I say, simple is always best. Whatever works for you, you can go have, there's professionals that can help you. And sometimes that's beneficial because we can't see or feel them all ourselves. We kind of get caught in our own little tunnel vision and we can't see for ourselves. We're too close to it. So Archangel Michael, you can actually physically go like this. I sometimes feel the cords unplug, but that connection is different. It's on a heart base. And if we're living from our hearts, heart-based living is where it's at. From your heart. Can you feel even me saying it? It feels different. And it's bigger than love. It's a gratitude. It's an appreciation. I'm connected. I feel, it's too bad our language only has the one word of love. Because if you have gratitude for something, there can be no judgment. If you have love, you could still, I love you in spite of. How often have you heard that one? On a connection, on a gratitude, on a deeper level, it's full, it's warm, it's big, you feel the warmth, you feel, and yet there isn't a longing. There's a big difference, and if you can get to the places in your life where you have those connections, even your loved ones, even your children, the attachments are not beneficial to them or to you. It's so important. You want to be connected on a heart level, not by these umbilical cords that you never cut, because then they're attached, they're sucking off you, or you're shoving stuff that, here honey, you need this, let mommy help you. It's not for your best interest. It's not for their best interest. And honestly, when you're on a loving, heart-based basis, when they're away, you feel fulfilled. When you're not with them, when you send your children to school, how many of you have fears and anxieties and, oh my gosh, they're apart from me, how can I save them? For me, I send my children out and I feel fulfilled that they are going out and having new experiences and meeting new people. And yes, there might be some things that aren't their favorite, but how are they going to grow and learn? So but yet I'm connected to them at all times, and I have knowings about what they're doing and what they're not. And I never worry. I shouldn't say never. I very seldom worry. And yet I feel that connection, that I just know it's going to be okay. That connection is where it's at. So the difference between connection and attachment, we're looking for connection, that heart-based connection. And the best place to start working on it is with the earth, with nature, with the heavens, with yourself. Start building that connection to the awesomeness of you, the awesomeness of the world. Connect to that. Have a wonderful day.